Okay, we are here with the beautiful Gina Madrid for Dope Era Magazine. Her first interview with us ever.
Hey.
So the first question is, what city raised you?
Oakland.
Oakland.
But I grew up in Mexico, so I still have a lot of love for my country.
So you were born?
I was born in Mexico. I moved to the U.S. When I was 15. I'm 35 now.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
It's been 20 years.
Yeah.
I love Oakland.
Of course. I can tell because you're all in the community and a lot of, even your music, it sounds like a mix of what Oakland is.
Yeah, totally. I mean, there's a lot of variety and nationalities and, cultures, and I feel like we all absorb that.
Yeah.
We all grow up from that.
Yeah. I totally agree. As a matter of fact, I noticed that with your music. What would you consider your music to be as a genre? Because it sounds like there's a mix of soulfulness. There's definitely like the Spanish, the Mexican culture in there, but it's also like got soul. It's like, quite a bit. It's unique to me.
Thank you. Well, I'm hip hop, so to me, is what I do. It's the culture that I live. Is what I express through my music, lyrics, and whatever I do. But I feel like definitely the sound. It's a whole mixture of all kinds of music, from funk to punk to Latin to hip hop to I just feel like when it comes to the creating process, like it really matters how you feel in the moment, and that's really what you're projecting when you're creating music. So
yeah, and I don't think a lot of people realize that that's what hip hop is about. It's not a boxed in.
It's not box, exactly. Yeah, because I can say, you can box me, say it, yeah, I'm hip hop, but my music is not just that. It grows from there, but it's completely open to a whole lot of other genres and feelings.
Yeah, exactly. So what different kind of music inspire you, or maybe should I say, what artists inspire you most?
You know what? I think I get inspired by all kinds of music. I love jazz. I love hip hop, of course. I love electronic, down tempo, trip hop stuff. So I have a lot of artists that I admire in all different genres. So it'll be hard for me to even answer that question because I don't have one favorite artist, but I do have a lot of artists I look up to and respect and admire. And just in my in my own community, like I admire a lot of the underground artists that are expressing themselves. So I don't know. I feel like it's all kinds of mixes within my music.
Yeah, totally.
But the love is there.
Yeah, the love is definitely
as long as
there.
the love and passion is there for what you do, it doesn't really matter what kind of music you mix into it.
Yeah, totally. So then, with that said, what artists would you like to work with in the future if you could?
Wow. I feel like I'm open to collaborate and work with people who's passionate about what they do and that we connect, and there's chemistry. In terms of big artists, is that what you mean?
Oh, it doesn't have to
doesn't
be big.
matter.
You said you like underground. I like underground.
Yeah,
personally, too.
I mean, I love collaborating, just experimenting with artists in general. I just feel like it's a really good thing to bring into your music, just collaborating and get other people's ideas and passion and love and just see what you can come up with. I feel like I'm open to collaborate with people who's passionate about what they do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on. So, do you have any new projects that will be coming out, or any ideas of what you're going to do musically in 2018?
Yeah, I'm right now working on my second record, and it has been a little bit of a slow process just because the first record that I did was literally just production-wise. It was more beats, and this time my new project is with a full band. So everything is gonna be recorded with the full band. So
Okay.
it's a longer process. So that's coming out definitely in 2018.
Yeah.
But I have a couple of side projects that I'm still working on. Just with working with different producers. My son is one of them.
Oh yeah.
and that's gonna be a lot of different things going on there because I have a project that's more like jazzy down tempo. Then I have one that it's more rock hip hop, really heavy, kind of like I get inspired by Rage Against the Machine.
Oh yeah.
So that's the kind of sound that you
can see
and the one with the band, it's more like it goes all the way, all different levels, like from funk to hip hop to Latin. So there's a lot of things coming in 2018. I don't have dates for anything yet, but I know that I'm gonna push my limits to hopefully, just bring out to the people as much as I can in this new year.
Okay. I know that your fans are going to be looking forward to that for sure.
Thank
and then
you.
we're going to get you some new fans too. Okay, don't worry about that. Because we're almost done. Okay. I have to cut that part out. One of the batteries is dying. It'll be okay. It's not going to stop the recording. Okay, yeah, I was going to say that too. The other facts about you that some may not know is that you have a son involved in music too, which is pretty interesting. So, other than producing beats, how are you working with your son? And are you both working together, or is it just like you guys work on each other's projects a bit?
Well, he has his own project himself. So he started as a producer. He's been into music since he was 4. He released his first solo record as a producer when he was 13.
Wow.
He's about to release his second record as a rapper and producer. But when we really come together, it's just really funny because we were just dealing with this last week.
Yeah.
I'm like, I have this idea in mind and I really, I wrote to this particular beat and I want us to come up with it. Come up with something similar vibe. So we sit on a session for like an hour, and then after an hour he's like, this beat is mine. I'm like, no. I'm like this, this is our session. I'm co-producing because I'm bringing ideas. So I feel like the chemistry between us is super funny because literally like he just, he's so passionate about that. Like when we sit together, it's like we're just like communicating what kind of sounds, what kind of this. But if he really likes a beat, he'll just take it from me. So I have to deal with that. But I feel like our relationship as, working together, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome.
It's pretty awesome.
It's pretty rare, but I think it's great when, the cross generation, you can work together and do things.
And it's interesting because he keeps me updated on all this new stuff that I'm not familiar with. Like all this new hip hop, all these rappers that are coming out, and I'm just like really trying to catch up because I don't really listen to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't relate to.
Yeah.
So it's like two completely different things. He does listen to that and listens to all kinds of hip hop and all kinds of music because he's a musician himself. So. But he keeps me updated. He does his job.
Which keeps you fresh too.
Yeah, it keeps me fresh.
And then he
like,
gets to know the old school too and be inspired by like what we also feel is part of hip hop.
I mean, I feel like as artists, we all have something to learn from each other, no matter if it's good or bad. Like when I look at other rappers that are out there that I don't really relate to, it's like I know what I don't want to do.
Yeah.
So that I learned, And, when you look at all these other rappers that are really doing great things, like, I love analyzing the way they work. I love, just really keep an eye on the moves they're doing, what they're doing, how they're expressing themselves, like, get inspired from what the artists are doing, Like, I feel like it's a huge impact, at least in my life.
Yeah.
To see that, and appreciate what artists have to offer.
Yeah. Okay, so in another, question that I have though is what other talents do you have? Because so far you write your own music, right?
I write my own lyrics, yeah.
And you rap, you sing.
Well, I don't really consider. I don't consider myself a singer.
Not
I like doing melodic stuff.
Yeah, you do some melodic stuff.
I am thinking on taking vocal lessons this year, so
But to me, you like when you sing, that's when that Rage Against the Machine is coming out.
That's true. Yeah, I can see that. That is well, yeah.
But either way, that's like a whole lot of talents. Do you have any other talents that you bring to the table?
I do graphic design. I do marketing and promotion. I run my own company, Still Entertainment. I love helping other artists and, just like wherever I can. I have always been there for artists and to support on whatever level. Talents, I think that's it. trying to see what else I can do.
It's still a lot of talent. I mean, that's like you got yourself covered no matter what. You're doing something.
Yeah, and then this year I am getting into music production and audio engineer. So that's coming this year. So I'm just like so excited and see where is that gonna take me, because I love mixing my own stuff. Like I actually have passion for, listening to the perfect thing that I want to hear for my voice. It's like if I can actually like really manage to be at a level where I can mix my own stuff and produce my own stuff and be able to produce with other artists, I'm like, that's it. That's all I want right now.
you're like, you got everything, so you can have control and over your own creative now.
Yeah,
like,
and that's always
an amazing
great. Like
thing.
you don't have to rely on on somebody to come and work with you.
Yeah.
If you have that on you, that's so freaking amazing,
Yeah, true. So on a positive note, I know that you're involved in the community. You're always at events in Oakland that, you're like a really good, strong activist, but you're also a very positive one. Like, I don't hear you just, you're not like, the way you approach things, it's very much love to the community and bringing togetherness. So I was wondering, in 2018, what would be a few top things you would love to see, that are attainable for us to change in a positive way?
I feel like, honestly, like I got involved in activism just because of the passion of seeing a change. Like I want to see a change in our community and worldwide. Like that's really what we're pushing for. Bringing people together, it's the key for all of that. What I would like to see more, I would like to see more people getting involved in the issues that we're going through, and just like really be there for each other, like we have done. You're on all the marches too. Like I see you, lady. I see you.
Yeah. Well,
I feel like that's really important when it comes to wanting to see a change. I feel like it's really up to the people.
Yeah.
And if we are capable of staying together as a community, we can definitely see a lot of changes. And by that I mean I just show up to protest, but like join an organization, be a part of something that it's meaningful to you, whatever that is, that it's gonna help our city or the world to be a better place.
Yes.
I actually have in mind to open a community space, and there's still no date yet because there's a lot of things that we have to actually look into before that happens, but the space is there. And I have a big vision, it's not like in a fancy place in Oakland. It's actually like the hood. And I feel like if we can do that, if we can bring community spaces to the hood, and help those that are actually in need, it will change the whole environment around it,
Yeah.
And that's my hope for that spot, like just really to provide that space for the kids, to get them out of the street, to not let them get in trouble, and just to any kid that would like to do music or express themselves on any sort of art form, like I want that to be there for the community. So that's a big dream, and I know that I'm gonna make it happen. It might take a little more time than what I think it's gonna take, but as long as the dream is there,
Yeah, I think it's better.
it.
I think a lot of people think change is going to happen overnight, and they don't realize how much work. And
it's a lot of work.
We forever have to be, the mothers to our community, pretty much.
Totally.
And, and mothers, fathers, uncles, brothers, sisters, however way you want to put it, we all have to, even if it's just a little bit of time, I think.
Yeah, totally.
Do something
that's good.
Yeah.
For the people.
then eventually maybe we won't have hoods anymore.
Right? That would be the dream. I don't think that's gonna happen, but as long as we help the hood, I know we're doing our part.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's like, I come from the hood. Like I'm still, I have to go back and remember where I come from and how I got here and what made me be the person that I am today, to be able to help others and be like, that's really messed up. It would be great to see you do this. Like, as a friend, as a person in the community, like if you have that voice and that platform, to really share what you think and your experiences, I feel like it's really amazing that we can do that, and not just me as an artist, but as people. Like when I see people stepping up on the mic that are just talking about real issues and in the communities, like I appreciate that. Like it makes us think and open our eyes, you know, to things that we have to be paying attention.
Yeah, very true. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us, give us an update on what you're doing, give us some real knowledge too while you're at it. I appreciate you, Gina Madrid. Are there any last words or any shout outs you want to tell everybody?
Just want to thank you for having me. Dope Era Magazine, you guys have always been extremely supportive, and I appreciate you guys. And that's it, man. Just don't stop pushing. Follow your dreams.